Titus verse 3 and 10. A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition reject. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and Shalom to the Akim, Aquathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Titus 3 and 10. I'm going to jump up to 8, but I want to read this again because I want to say something. A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition reject. Let me grab this word, admonition. Okay. All right. Exhortation. Okay. Strong's definition, G5087. Calling attention to, that is by implication, mild rebuke, warning. Okay. So after the first and second warning, okay, correction, mild rebuke, after the first and second correction, okay, you're supposed to reject this person. So I have let me get this up on my YouTube real quick because I got and I'm going to make a few other statements, but I want to grab this real quick because you got people coming on brothers' channels talking about let me see which one it is here, because this guy, he keeps coming back. Okay, so I had 2 videos. Okay, the first one was, okay, reincarnation, equals back, carnate equals flesh, it is in the Bible. And then my second one after that was the response to a question about reincarnation. So that's 2. Okay, after the first and second correction, okay, we're supposed to reject these people. All right, so I'm going to put it to you like this. Matter of fact, let me get this brother. I'm going to let you know who you are, because I'm not going to deal with you no more on this subject. I'm not going to do it. Okay. All right. J Hall. I'm not gonna continue trying to correct you. Okay. Because your last statement was that you don't think that the nuclear missiles is the lake of fire. Okay, you still believe that people are going to go to a place and that they're going to burn there forever. Israelites are going to go to hell and burn forever. Okay. All right. This is what you said. Here, matter of fact, let me grab that. See if you have it on here. Okay. You said the lake of fire. No, this is matter of fact, I sent this to you. I said the lake of fire is a nuclear exchange becoming to America and other parts of the world designated by the Most High. Okay. And then you sent me a response. Yeah, I hear that. He said, yeah, I hear that. I used to be a GMS affiliate in years past, so I'm familiar with the doctrine. Okay. And I said, and then you said, it's more to it than that. Heaven and hell are real places, bro. That's what you said. But I said, when I told you that the lake of fire is the nuclear exchange coming to America and other parts of the world. Okay. You're refusing the answer. It's like you want me to continue to admonish you after the first and second. You watched the first reincarnation video, and then you watched a response video. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. And I'm gonna say something else. You're the second GMS member okay, or X. Let me put it this way, because both you and another person that has the appearance of an Edomite, and I'm finding this interesting. If I see one more, then that's just going to be confirmation that there's something going on, because there was an Edomite, and I can't remember his name. The video is on Whistleblower 666, which is Apostle Tahar's channel. I saw the title. I started looking at the video like, what the hell's, it looked like an Edomite, and it was a GMS member that had the appearance of an Edomite. He was the camp leader in, I believe, Ohio. Okay, now you're the second one that has the appearance of an Edomite that is no longer a Great Millstone member, trying to bring a Christian ideology into the new covenant. Okay, it's a smear campaign or a sabotage. Okay, because this other man that was in GMS is calling being a Hebrew Israelite a cult now. Okay. And then you have, I don't know who you're listening to, but you have other men, okay, that are trying to teach that the natural Gentiles, the natural heathens, okay, not the Israelites that are living like heathens, not the Israelites that are acting like the heathens are the natural Gentiles, but the natural Gentiles and the natural heathen, you're trying to say that they can make it into the kingdom, and they cannot, because there's only 12 gates. Okay, so like I said, a man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition rejects. So uh, uh, your two either corrections, your mild rebukes, or however you want to take them, are up. So I'm no longer going to deal with you. Okay, Titus 3:10. Titus 3, and I'm gonna start at 8. All right, this is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly, that they which have believed in Yahweh might be careful to maintain good works. Okay? Careful to maintain good works. Because if you're trying to bring in a heathen and you're adding to the scriptures, because the scriptures don't have a damn thing to do with the other nations. Okay, except for they're going to be servants and handmaids in the kingdom. Okay? And they will bring the Israelites their substance, their first fruits. All right? Okay? So when we start talking about the new covenant and calling on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and I was just working on another video, okay, where this door is getting ready to be shut soon, man. Okay? So if you're not maintaining good works, okay, then you're going to have problems, bro. All right? These things are good and profitable unto men. They're profitable unto men to keep good works, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and striving about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. So back and forth, back. Yeah, brother, but it says this. Yeah, brother, but it says that. I'm not going to keep doing that, man. That's not profitable. I gave you the scriptures, okay, and I didn't really even add too much to the breakdown, just what it meant, what it was saying, and then I got another precept, okay. Every spirit goes back to the Heavenly Father for judgment, okay. The judgment takes place after the third and fourth generation. That spirit comes back to the earth. The place of judgment under the sun. All right. This is where we take, and when you get into the long suffering, okay. When you get into words like, let me see, because I was thinking about this the other day, everlasting and everlasting judgment. Okay, when you start talking about Jude 1 and 6, the angels that left their first estate, okay, they were going to be in this estate. They were going to be in these chains of darkness until when? Until the great day of judgment, which we are approaching now. That's everlasting that's being in hell, man. An everlasting hell, an everlasting condition on this earth, dying, going to the spirit world, and coming back down and being a servant, having to work your ass off, being tired, getting sick, dying, going back to the spirit world. This is your judgment, coming back down to the place under the sun, everlasting. You see? All right. All right, verse 10. And man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition, the first and second of those two videos, the reincarnation video, and then the question that you asked, I answered it, and you still don't believe. You still don't believe, bro. So you're just, I don't know what to tell you, man, but I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. All right. I'm just not going to do it. Let me get 2 Timothy 4:2. All right. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove. Let's get reproved. What is that? Okay. To convict, refute, confute, general with a suggestion of shame of the person, by conviction to bring to light. Okay. All right. To find fault with, correct. Okay, so what you're saying, I find fault with, man. So I'm trying to correct you with the scriptures, but you're not accepting it. Okay, I use the scriptures. I didn't sit there and say I think. All right, Let me grab this other word. Okay, rebuke, reprove. We got that. Rebuke. Okay. Let me go to this one. All right, number 4. To tax with fault, rate, chide, rebuke, reprove, censure severely. Okay, to admonish or charge sharply. All right. So these words, man, and let me go to exhort. Okay, seasonably, opportunely, when the opportunity occurs, conveniently in season. Okay. Let me grab this other one. All right. Convenient in time of need, well timed, that is opportune. I don't like those. To be well off, fare well, prosper, acting well. Okay, good, well done. All right. So this is what the scriptures are used for, man. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Okay. So we use the scriptures to do these things. And when I try to answer your question, you saying there's got to be more to it than that, but the scriptures are clear. Okay, the scriptures are clear that you go in front of the Heavenly Father and receive a judgment, and when you return to the place under the sun after the third and fourth generation, that's where your judgment plays out, and that everlasting judgment. And we are still in these chains of darkness, and we will not be removed from these chains of darkness until that great day of judgment, which is going to be the lake of fire, which is going to be a nuclear exchange, okay, on the earth, mainly here in America and other parts that are designated, like I said, by the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay? And then we'll be removed from these chains of darkness and put back into our, what is that I was looking at it earlier. Let me see if I think I was looking at a note. Okay. Oh, we're going to return to our divine nature. Okay. All right. We're going to return to our divine nature, man. We're no longer going to be in these chains of darkness. We're no longer going to be and this everlasting suffering, man, that we've been in. Okay, dying, going to the spirit world, coming back, dying, going to the spirit world, coming back, dying, going to the spirit world, coming back. That's a everlasting suffering, and these everlasting are these chains of darkness until the great day of judgment, which we're fastly approaching. Okay. And when I put it in the video talking about Sheol, I think that's the name of it, where they used to burn the trash and all of those things. That was what they call a Jewish fable. All right, look that up. It was a Jewish fable. Okay. All right. Well, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kavadash. All right. Shalom, brothers.